Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about toxic fans.
Yes, because that's, it's always blamed on toxic fans. Everything is toxic fans' fault.
Toxic fans and Ninja. We've talked about Ninja before, very popular Twitch streamer, and it doesn't seem like he can do anything right these days. The media jumps all over him for everything.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't watch him. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't watch him. I'm just saying this. Here's another case of where they're trying to yell at him again.
Just a couple of weeks ago, we did a video talking about how parents were basically, or he was telling parents not to use him as a babysitter.
He's not responsible for your kids, which he's not.
Right. He refuses to stream with women out of respect for his wife. Which
I don't disagree with. Oh, and by the way, parents, you probably do not want to use us as a babysitter for our channel. I wouldn't recommend it.
No. Don't plop your kids down in front of Clownfish TV. But we're going to talk about this. Now, this is a couple days old, but I thought it was interesting because we ran into a somewhat similar situation ourselves recently. Not going to name names or go into a whole lot of detail, but Ninja is supposed to be responsible. Ninja with over 16 million followers, by the way, is supposed to be responsible for all of his followers' actions.
Right, which is absolutely stupid.
And impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I mean, if that's the case, then any celebrity with any following ever is responsible for anything any fan or non-fan ever does, using their name, or any, film studio is responsible for any acts that people might do after seeing a movie forever. It's stupid.
Yeah, and sometimes it's been our experience that people that don't like you will actually invoke your name to stir shit up on the other side. So we're going to talk about that, and I don't understand. So the people that write articles like this, the people that have problems with celebrities and their fandoms and whatever, I don't think they understand how hard it is to actually, try to corral people. You can't do it. You've got millions and millions and millions of people with different opinions and different attitudes, whatever, watching your channel. You can't babysit all of them.
No, you can only speak for yourself. You can't speak for them, and they can't speak for you. And that's the problem.
Yeah, so before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 177,000, which is very, very far from 16 million.
Yes, there's no comparison here.
But we still do get a couple million people watch us every month.
That is true.
And recently we had a situation like this where we were being kind of blamed for our fans' actions. Alleged fans. See, that's the thing. We don't even know if they actually are fans of ours, but we had someone that we gave a shout out to in a video say that, and it was a positive shout out, say that some of our people went to their forum and started causing problems. Now, the thing is again, we have a lot of people that watch us. We don't know what their intentions are. We don't know if they're actually fans of us or if they're just trying to stir the pot, because there are a lot of people out there that don't like us. And they would totally do something like that to make us look bad.
Or if somebody is a legitimate fan, they go over and say something that they don't like. We can't control that.
No, and that's the thing. And even if they like us, even if they had the best of intentions, if it's coming from somebody else, it's not coming from us, then, how are we responsible?
They weren't even saying anything that we said. It was just that, we heard about you through them, and, here's what we think. And it wasn't even about what we said. So that's the thing. It wasn't even about what we said.
Well, in this case with Ninja, apparently some of his fans sent harassing messages to women. But the thing is again, 16 million followers that actually subscribe. We don't know how many people actually watch. And again, we don't know what the motivations are. And it does seem like there are groups of people that want to take down Ninja. I mean, I'm not saying this didn't happen. I'm not saying they weren't legit fans, but it's also conceivable that somebody could be like, let's get Ninja canceled. Let's say that there's a harassment campaign going on against women.
Meanwhile, I got how many comments that were hateful, nasty, calling me names because I didn't like She-Ra. And yet I didn't say that it was, DreamWorks' fault that, all these people are acting like. I said it was the media's fault because they were going around saying the same things and inciting it. But I never said it was DreamWorks' fault.
No, we never blamed Noelle Stevenson either, even though, it's hard to believe that the showrunner wasn't aware of the toxic fans.
I don't believe that.
But, if you can weaponize them, then that's,
Right. So I'm just saying it's another one of those rules for thee, but not for me type situations.
Yeah. So Ninja in trouble again for the 15th time. He's the new PewDiePie. They got to cancel him too.
So PewDiePie was in trouble too. So, but that's like a day that ends in Y.
Ninja hits back after being blamed for toxic fans and sending abusive messages.
Which I don't think he would agree with.
No, he's actually come out and said, but again, you can only do so much. So Tyler, Ninja Blevins, former Halo pro turned Twitch streamer, has responded after it became clear some members of his audience sent abusive messages to women.
I'm sure some members of the audience sent abusive messages to men too, but you know.
With such a monumental following, 16.7 million followers, comes some unwanted followers, those who spread negativity and attack other members of the community. While these are obviously the minority, it leaves Ninja in a tricky spot, especially when he's drawn into arguments about their conduct.
He can't control what they do.
No. The issues were highlighted by Michelle Morrow, a podcast host and TV presenter. On February 12th, she tweeted a sampling of the daily harassment I receive from Ninja's followers. A couple of weeks ago, I pointed out that his stance on not playing with women is harmful to us.
So who benefits from this? She does. Yeah.
He tweeted, "I don't know shit, but his followers prove my point." How does his followers... Because, I'm sorry, your position's stupid.
So let's recap. So she's mad because he won't let her or other women game with him because he doesn't feel comfortable doing so because he doesn't want his wife to be upset.
Yes.
Which is his prerogative. It's his platform.
Yes.
He can do that. So since she's pissed about that, she threw a fit about it, I'm guessing. And then his followers basically called her out.
Yes.
And said things to her they shouldn't say. But they shouldn't say bad things. You know, if it's, I want to see what it is. If it's really, truly toxic, is up for debate. We haven't seen that yet. But basically, it's okay for her to throw shit around, but you're not allowed to take shit back.
Attached were a number of images showing hateful and abusive messages.
Which I never agree with.
I love this cry bully mentality. Like, I'm gonna write a hit piece on you.
I'm gonna bully you.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I'm gonna write a hit piece on you, and when you fight back, I'm gonna scream that your audience is attacking me.
Even if this is an argument saying, even if you said, "Oh, you know what? You're right. I agree. I'm gonna let women on my stream now." He'd still be in trouble for some other reason. And at that point, he's opened himself up to all kinds of accusations, not just about like that kind of relationship, but you beat her, so you were just bullying her and stuff like that, you know?
Well, initially he responded to condemn his so-called fans, saying nobody deserves to be harassed or messages.
Which I agree with.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want anybody, I'll be clear, I don't want anybody, and we get tagged into conversations.
But here's the thing. He could say, like he said, I don't encourage my audience to harass people. You can say that. People all the time say, I'm bringing this story up, do not harass anyone.
Yeah.
It does not matter. People are going to do it if they're going to do it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can only be responsible for your own actions. I can be responsible for me. I cannot be responsible for you.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, that this happens. And again, some people, I don't even know if they're actually fans, whether it's Ninja or us or anybody else. I think sometimes they just want to watch the world burn.
Who's to say some people that were fans of her went and were pretending to be him, sending her threatening things so that she'd have, ammo. And it's happened. I've seen stuff like that happen before. It has absolutely happened before, yeah. There's no guarantee what's what. You don't know anymore. I mean, all you can control is what you say and do yourself.
They're not true fans. He said they're not true fans. If they're attacking people, I never encourage any of my audience to harass people.
Neither do we. Don't harass people. We're against bullying and harassment. That's what we stand for.
But then she goes on. The issue did not stop there, with Morrow replying to Ninja's tweet, simply saying, "Your fans told me to kill myself."
You know what? I guess it's all Noelle Stevenson's fault because a bunch of She-Ra stans told me to kill myself. How dare? I guess it's all her fault. It's not her fault. She can't control what they do.
No, we have gotten, I'm going to be completely honest. We have gotten legitimate, hateful, evil messages from She-Ra stans telling us to go die, telling us to kill ourselves, wishing we would die in a fire, wishing harm on our kids over a fucking cartoon show.
Yes.
But we don't blame Noelle Stevenson
for because it's not her fault.
No,
I mean the media's constant behavior trying to make sure that it was a weaponized thing. The new fans against the old fans, which never should have happened to begin with. It would be more responsible than Noelle Stevenson would be.
So here's the thing. She said, "Yeah, your fans told me to kill myself. While many were sympathetic, others took issue with the comment. One argued it's horrible. It really is, but surely Ninja can't take accountability for everything his 7 million followers." Well, he has more than that, 16.7 million followers. After another comment from Morrow saying she never suggested he's responsible, Ninja hit back. "But you insinuate that by tweeting random messages of people being toxic toward you, you insinuate that basically I'm in charge. Truly, you can't think there's any other way to perceive
There really isn't.
Your tweet." Yeah, I mean, he's trying to be nice. He's trying to diffuse the situation.
Be professional.
And she just keeps coming after him.
But she was out there trying to stir shit to begin with. I mean, when you stir shit, you're going to get some stuff that splatters back on you. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And that, comes with it. We know that going into this. We bring up stuff. We know when we stir stuff up or get crazies threatening us. Yeah. We know it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I agree with his stance. It's his personal position as a married man if he does not want to stream with other women, because again, you're gonna have journalists like this running with it too. Like, wow, is Ninja shipping? We're gonna ship Ninja with his other girls.
Shippers? Do you think they're gonna stop at cartoons?
No, they're shipping YouTubers now.
Yes,
like
I know.
YouTubers that are like two guys that are
they're friends.
Like Jacksepticeye, I think was one of them. They were
shipping Markiplier, wasn't
it? They were shipping them together, and I'm like, they're just friends. Like, two men are allowed to be friends.
And then they get mad. When they say, hey, we're friends, it's not going to happen.
They call them homophobic.
They get mad. It's like, I'm sorry, just because you picture Kneon with, you or somebody else, or vice versa, me with you or somebody else or whatever, doesn't mean it's going to happen, And we're not toxic for saying, hey, we're married. It's not going to happen.
No. Better not. It's not going to happen. Well, Felicia Day stepped in to defend him too. Said, don't be baited by this or the thousands of people who follow me but do not support me or my values. If Michelle did any research outside of reading a bad article in the New York Times, she would know I host, play, and support all gamers, including females. Again, the reason he doesn't stream with women is he said, I'm married, people might get the wrong idea, and it makes my wife uncomfortable to be spending that much alone time with other women.
And the thing is, I mean, that's up to him. That's his prerogative and his choice, and his relationship with his wife and their decision. Here's the thing: even if he wanted to share with other people, that's his choice too. This whole thing is like, everybody should have a choice. Everybody, we advocate for choice. Except, unless you don't agree with us, then you don't have no choice. You're just a horrible, shitty person.
But this has been going on for years. I mean, here's articles from, 2 years ago talking about, fandoms bullying people in the name of their favorite stars.
I've seen this before.
And a lot of times, Lady Gaga, I guess her fans could be toxic or whatever. But a lot of times the celebrities don't even know what's going on. Mm-hmm. They're living their lives. They're, again, back to that situation we had. I don't want to name names, but the person was like, well, I tried to contact you to tell you that people were doing things in your name in the comments on your videos, to which I responded. And I wasn't being smarmy. I'm like, we get thousands of comments a day. We put out multiple videos. We do try to read as many as we can, but we can't read all the comments. And this was like weeks after that, the video he had a problem with had been posted. And I'm like, did you try emailing me or, tagging me on Twitter? No, you did not, So it's like, how are they supposed to know sometimes, unless it hits the media, that this stuff's going on? Mm-hmm. And someone lets them know. But the thing is, it's absolutely ludicrous to figure that. Okay, so basically your argument is, I'm going to say shitty things. And when people come back to me and treat me shitty for saying shitty things, I'm going to scream and say it's all your fault because, look, I don't ever believe that you should be abusive. I don't believe you should I would say whatever happened to Kylie Mae Tran on Twitter, real and alleged, shouldn't have happened. Mm. Whatever happened to Gina Carano on Twitter shouldn't have happened. They are complete opposites, but neither one should have happened. And I would say this, you just because, you don't like, somebody calling somebody, I don't condone going and telling them to kill themselves. That's just absolute crap behavior. I'm sorry, but it is. Yeah. She did something, she wrote what she wanted to do, and that's her prerogative to do so. It's a crappy take, in my opinion. And it's not fair, in my opinion. And his people, he gave it a professional response. If his people go beyond that, he cannot control that, nor is there any way in hell he can. You can do a stream about kittens, and somebody that's not going to stop somebody from going around calling people names and saying they wish them dead because they didn't like that kitten or something. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always crazies. They were blaming PewDiePie for the shooting because the guy brought his name up. Like, what the hell does he have to do with any of that? Well, say you don't like somebody. And I say someone hated Ninja or something, and they go do something and say it's because of Ninja. Doesn't mean that it was. They get to say that to try to get him in trouble. Did he have anything to do with it? No. And then the thing is, the journalist. She wouldn't let it go. He's like, look, I can't control my followers. What's he supposed to do? I'm gonna reiterate: don't harass anybody, but that doesn't mean people are gonna listen. What was he supposed to do? He was supposed to be like, you're right. I'm going to shut down my Twitch today because it's toxic. I'm just going to quit because I want to be on the right side of history.
And then I'm going to promote you and your
I'm going to promote
stuff.
you.
I'm
going to shut my channel down. I'm just going to let whoever wants to come onto my channel that I built just come onto my channel and use it however they want to, because that's the right thing to do.
Because I'm looking at this and toxic. I'm looking at this and I'm like, saying you're not going to stream with certain people because you don't want to cause a problem in your marriage is not toxic.
No.
Going around, if he was going around calling all women whatever, or men whatever, or just calling names and bullying and harassing, that would be toxic behavior. Saying this is my stance, this is my platform, here's how I want to run it, is not toxic. Her going around writing hit pieces, trying to bully him into doing what she wants, could be construed as toxic. Yeah. And people going and commenting to her and bullying her is not okay either. But they keep saying I don't think they understand what the word toxic actually means.
No.
They want to throw it around all the time, but do they actually even know what it means?
No, it means somebody I don't like. That's
right.
Basically it. So we're going to tell you not to contact her, but she has a blue check.
I wouldn't contact her, but I'm just saying, she's being ridiculous.
I wish you'd acted as an example to them and being a better woman.
How was he supposed to? He told them, don't be a dick. What else is he supposed to do? Personally go to every one of their houses, and spank them?
This is the same thing that's going on in entertainment and comic books and all that too, where you have a lot of creators now being expected to vet all of their customers and vet all of their It's like nobody has that kind of time. Nobody has that kind of time.
So then my question is, which I'm sure happened, did any of her followers go and harass him and people that followed him because he said he wasn't gonna do what she wanted? I will bet you $1 million there were.
Can you imagine the kinds of crap that he probably gets on a daily basis? I mean, I know what kind of crap we get, and we are microscopic compared to Ninja. I can't imagine with that many followers and being constantly in the media like this, how many emails, nasty DMs and emails you get. Hopefully he has somebody at the office filtering this shit. Probably his wife. And she's probably like, oh my God,
Yeah. Squid King wanted to help go through emails and stuff because we never can get to them.
No.
We get stuff all the time. We just can't do it. And Kneon won't let him because he knows that he sees the stuff that comes through. Heck, I'm not even allowed to see half the emails because he sees the stuff that comes through.
A lot of times I have a folder set up. It's called unsolicited feedback. And that's where all the nasty grams go. I put them in the unsolicited feedback folder just in case later, if I got to make a call to the police or something, I got something in that folder, as evidence. So, that's us. And again, we're very, very small. So I can't imagine the shit he gets daily. And it feels to me, and this is just a theory on my part, and we saw this with PewDiePie too. It feels like a lot of the gaming media, I guess the feminist gaming media, they're trying to break him. Like they're trying to wear him down by constantly dragging his name through the media, in articles, getting him involved in fights that don't involve him. PewDiePie quit Twitter completely. And there are a lot of people that have a huge, he has a huge target on his back because he won't give his platform up to women. But he's not doing it because he hates women. He's doing it because he doesn't want to diss his wife.
Because he loves one woman.
Yeah, I'm like, this is stupid.
I won't be surprised if these people don't harass his wife because they'll blame her for it. I would be very, unsurprised.
Like, what are you, some kind of controlling bitch or something? You won't let him, stream with?
I will bet you she gets a lot of shit, or they send him a lot of messages slamming her.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So, and I'm just like, bad behavior is bad behavior. It doesn't matter which side it's on. But for all these people like her screaming about toxicity, going out and doing hit pieces to try to shame someone and doing what you want, it's kind of toxic.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, it's just, I honestly, I wouldn't have given her the time of day. I would have given her the answer.
Either, but
I would have given her the answer. Like, I have no control. 16.7 million followers that follow me. I don't know how many people actually watch me. I can't control them all. I'll say what I can say, but it is what it is. Ain't more than somebody watching. Yeah, ain't more than somebody watching TV or watching a movie. what you're supposed to do, not make certain shows, not make certain. Well, they tried that argument. They tried with Joker. They're like, you can't make Joker because it might make crazy people do bad things.
But then crazy people are going to do bad things over anything. It could be like, oh, my teacup broke and I'm mad about it, or whatever. It doesn't. People are set off and triggered by different things, and I just love how they have this one set of rules for people that they deem this way, and they get triggered. Meanwhile, there's so many of them that are out there sending death threats and things over cartoon shows, but that's completely valid and acceptable. At the end of the day, my rule of thumb is don't harass anyone.
Yeah.
Don't bully anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, call shit out, but that doesn't mean that, so, you go and like call them names and threaten them and stuff like that.
Yeah. And, my thing is like, and I do get frustrated sometimes. I'm going to be honest. I get frustrated sometimes. People do get into a screaming match. They tag us into it. And I'm like, it's like, please don't, please don't tag us into a screaming match or getting into with somebody. If we didn't condone the conflict,
right. So here's the thing: like, you only can control yourself. You can't control other people do, and the people that you're going out there and starting shit, you're responsible for your actions as well.
Yeah. So
there you go. On another note, the I bet you $1 million was to Kneon, not to the audience. So I don't want anybody like, ha ha ha, you owe me $1 million, because no, I do not.
There you go.
I just want to clarify that, because I know there's going to be some dippo out there who's going to be like, well, now. I still think that I guarantee you that there was messages sent.
There's a lot of weirdness going on
the other side.
Whenever, look, and I can't say for 100% certain, but anytime that they zero in on a particular online personality to cancel them or trip them up, there's all this weirdness of all of a sudden these harassment campaigns that are dubious.
100% sure why she's yelling about getting people harassing her. I bet you anything that, of course, being figuratively here, that he or his wife got messages that were just the same kind of thing from people that read her article and saw her comments as well. So it's a zero-sum game, Everybody's going to be the same on both sides, and I'm just tired of hearing, well, one's toxic and one's not. No, it's all toxic and it's all bullshit. Don't do it.
I agree. All right, so we're going to wrap this one up?
Yeah.
Don't do anything nasty in the name of Clownfish TV. We don't. We
if people do, it's not our fault.
I can't help it.
But we're telling you don't.
All right. See you later.
Bye.